This is a video demonstration for processing a single payment through the Pro Payments QuickBooks module. To get started, we'll go to the Customers menu, select Pro Payments, then click Process Payment. Our dialog box will open, and we've got a couple of choices we'll start with in the upper right corner. First, we'll be applying payments to the customer's open invoices, or we can select to apply the payment to a specific invoice, in which case a drop-down menu appears where we can select from the different invoices a customer has. We can also create new sales receipts or apply the payment to an existing sales receipt. From there, we'll do this transaction for a specific invoice. So from there, we'll select our customer, go and click on Chicago Bears. The module will automatically pull in the customer's total amount owed across all of their invoices, billing information, shipping information. All of this is pulled from this customer's record inside of your QuickBooks company file. After we select a specific invoice, in this case we see the drop-down menu shows two different invoices, and when we select a specific invoice, it will change the dollar amount owed to the amount left for that particular invoice. We can pay the transaction in full, or we could simply change the dollar amount to a partial payment. In this case, it'll be a payment of $15. And our description, which can appear on your custom invoices, is editable as well. It automatically filled in payment for invoice number 2, but we could simply say thanks as well. On the right hand side, again, the billing info and shipping info, which was pulled from the customer's record, can be edited. We can change here the address. Instead of 1234 Hallis Hall, we'll go 4321. And then we'll check the box up at the top to update the existing QB customer. That will take any changes we've made to this information on the right and then write it back into QuickBooks for a permanent change to this customer's record. If we don't check the box to update the QB customer, then whatever changes we've made will only be used for this one-time transaction. Now that our dollar amount and billing info are set, we're ready to enter our payment data. We can select a Visa card, which is already entered here, and then we'll enter in our card number, our expiration date, and our CVV code if we have it. Before we process the transaction, we've got one last option to attend to. There is a checkbox here that says Safe ID to store this information in the safe. What that will do is take whatever payment data we've entered and then write it into the Pro Payments gateway so that it can be used again automatically the next time we charge this customer. I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. But in this case, we're simply going to uncheck the box so that the information we use is only processed for this one-time transaction. You also have some options down at the bottom before you run the transaction for your AR account and asset account. The ones that are selected are pulled from your settings when you install the module, but you can change it for individual transactions. Once all of the information is set, simply click Process and Close. You'll see the transaction run in real time, and a brief dialog box will show you some information about the basic results. Once you click OK, it will take you to the standard Receive Payment screen of QuickBooks itself. I'll maximize it here so we can see a bigger view. There is a G and a number after it in the reference field. That G is for gateway, and the number is the transaction ID number from the Pro Payments gateway. In the invoice fields here, we can see the transaction that we've applied. The $15 payment went to invoice number 2. We could move that around if we'd like, but since we're satisfied with how that applied, we'll simply click Save and Close. If you'd like to verify that, you can go to the Customers menu, go to the Customer Center. Click on the Chicago Bears, and here we can see is the record of the transaction we just processed. It is a complete process. Running the transaction automatically reduced the dollar amount owed, created the payment record, so it's a very simple and easy to use system.